Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another episode of Intuitive Angling, and thanks a lot for coming by the channel, checking out today's video. Really appreciate it. Guys, today I'm going to give you the second day practice report from down here at Kentucky Lake. I'm down here practicing for the Toyota Series tournament that starts on Thursday. Going to give you a rundown how my day went and sort of what my plan is for the half a day that we have practicing tomorrow. But you guys ever had one of those weeks that just everything is going bad? It's like I've had one of those weeks for the last week where it's like, it's just like it's been a bad week. So it's like it sort of continued over to my practice here at Kentucky Lake. If you guys saw the video I put out yesterday, it was real short and sweet. I had a terrible day yesterday. I caught like 2 or 3 non-keepers, didn't have any keepers. So today, I went out with sort of a fresh mind and a fresh approach. And my plan was I was going to go to a different part of the lake and sort of just get a feel for some new water. But I thought about it last night, and I decided to go back down in not the same spots I fished yesterday, but the same area, because I just caught so many fish there in past marches. I mean, it's just like this particular area that I've been fishing, it's like it's always good this time of year. And I felt if I just went down there and, figured out what they wanted, I could, still, get a good deal going starting in the tournament. So anyway, I made several different changes. I was fishing out a little bit deeper yesterday, and I moved up a little bit shallower today. Not like shallow, but I just moved up shallower than where I was, and started catching a bunch of fish, but I couldn't hardly get any keepers. I wound up today, I think I caught like 15 fish, and I only had 2 keepers out of those 15, which really, that's unusual for me on Kentucky Lake, because normally in March here, I don't get that many bites, but they're usually quality fish when you get one. I can't remember ever catching, I may have caught 15 or 20. I caught a bunch of fish, like 12 to 14 inchers. And that is very unusual for me on this lake this time of year. So to be honest with you guys, I am, like I said yesterday, I'm still scratching my head, man. Normally after 2 days of practice, I've sort of got an idea of what I need to be doing. Like, what I need to be doing to get the better bites. I've done this for so many years, for 40 years, and I can pretty much break down practice pretty quick and assess the potential that an area has. And it's not that you have to, in practice, guys, it's not like you have to catch fish in practice to have a good tournament, but you have to have an area, and you got to have the technique that has the potential to catch those fish. And normally what that is for me is catching a few quality fish on 1 or 2 techniques where I can sort of isolate something. I haven't been able to do that here. I have literally thrown like every freaking bait in my box on this boat this week, or this week. I've only practiced for 2 days here, and still have not got them figured out, man. It's just like it's like, dang it, it's just like that's one of the worst. It's one of the tough things about tournament fishing is when you're practicing for a tournament and you just feel like you're not on the same lake as everybody else. There's a ton of boats on the lake. It's like the area that I fished here last year in the Toyota Series, I didn't see hardly anybody, and it's a freaking boat show down here where I fished today. Must be a huge tournament. I'm guessing there's got to be well over 200 in the tournament, just as many boats as I've been seeing at the parking lot there. But anyway, tomorrow I am going to a completely different area of the lake. I'm going a long way away from where I was today. We only got a half a day of practice on Wednesday, so I'm not going to have very much time. But at least I'm going to get out there, and I'll have several hours to at least try to get a couple bites, to try to get, something going for the tournament. And if that doesn't work out, I'll just probably go practice on the first day of the tournament. But it's like, even which I've done before a lot, but I still I haven't figured out where the good fish are at. It's like, it's the thing that's so frustrating here. It's like Kentucky Lake does not have a lot of options in March, and there's 3 or 4 options normally to catch the better fish. And I have fished all of those, and it's just like there's nothing there. It's not like I'm not hitting on the right technique, because I went over this key water that I know is key water with multiple techniques. I'm not seeing many fish on my electronics. I'm not getting any bites in these particular areas. It's just like they're not there for some reason. So, but they're catching them because they had that BFL tournament here last week and they freaking whacked them. So it's just like they're catching fish. I'm just not catching them yet right now. So anyway, it's not because of live scope. I mean, yesterday I had a bunch of comments saying, well, just because you're not using live scope. Yeah, probably it is, but still I should be able to catch more fish than I've caught the last 2 days just fishing. So anyway, I'll give you guys a report tomorrow after the half a day of practice, and hopefully I'll have some better news. So we'll talk later.